The next thing I wanted to go over, these are kind of, I was going to go over them as two different topics, but they kind of lump into the same one. How much to spend on your deck party costume or outfit, and is it best to keep it simple or is it better to do the most? So like I've told you guys, I kind of fall in the middle of the spectrum. I don't do like the big elaborate moving, like costume with moving parts or anything that I had to make or like build myself. But I do try to be very specific to the theme, to where you can take one look at what my costume is and you know exactly what it is. There's no question. It doesn't have to be explained. It's iconic enough that it's going to be eye-catching and attention-getting. And it doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, I don't have to necessarily be a vixen in it. That being said, like, my default for the deck parties is like, just let it up a little bit. So whether to keep it simple or to do the most, that is up to you, guys. You can be as elaborate as you want to be. You can be as basic as you want to be. You can literally just say, you know what? I couldn't afford to put together a costume or even go out and buy a new outfit. All I could afford to do was get myself on this boat and get to Miami for the cruise. You're on the boat, you're at the party, you're in, as they say in Hamilton, you're in the room where it happens, guys. Like, you're there. So that's the most important thing. Regardless, you're gonna have fun. If you can, if you're able to do a costume or an outfit, regardless of how much you're spending, just try to be specific to the theme and have a costume that's clear and like obvious. As far as how much to spend on your costume, that's up to you and that's up to your budget. I don't go crazy with overspending or like spending a ton of money on my stuff. I just basically, I don't really set a budget either, but like I feel like I'm reasonable with what I spend. I would start off by rating your closet through the existing items of clothing that you already have, and then going from there and really shopping for things that are that you might need for your costume. So with that in mind, though, let's say that you do need to go out and buy some more stuff for your cruise or for your deck party costumes. Let's think about what potential sales could happen between now and cruise day. There's President's Day sale that could happen between now and cruise day. Memorial Day is after the cruise. So honestly, probably just President's Day. Has President's Day already passed, or is that in February? My dad was a history teacher. I should know that. I'm sorry, guys. But I would just keep your eye out for good sales, and just like if you hear that something is coming at places that you like to shop, that's when I would stock up on the things that I need for the cruise if I was trying to be frugal about it. To wear heels or not to wear heels. I have worn heels for deck parties because I did not think that any flats that I had would look good with the outfit that I was putting together. And I felt like it would look better with heels, and I just suffered through it. I know that I was in pain because I was irritable and a little like, Backstreet time, murder Backstreet time. And I think that's because part of that was because my feet were hurting. But it's really up to you. One thing that I will say that I love about these first two themes, high school and 90s, neither one of those are themes that you need to be in heels and necessarily to pull off whatever costume that you're doing. So those are both themes where you could probably be pretty comfortable if you wanted to and have an awesome costume. But no matter what, if you're not someone who likes to wear heels, don't wear heels. Whatever your outfit is going to be, especially if you're going to be wearing something that you've never worn before. So say that you're like, you know what, I have this idea in mind, but I have to wear heels because otherwise I feel like it won't look as good. You know, whatever, or I'm going to be wearing a corset and I've never worn a corset before, or I'm going to wear a push-up bra and I've never worn a push-up bra before. I highly encourage you to buy whatever it is that you're going to wear that is something to you well in advance of the cruise. You have time to do one or two practice runs in it. I'm not saying you have to go out in public in what you're wearing, but maybe wearing it around your house. Wear that corset around and like move around in it, like dance around your house in that corset to see, A, is it comfortable? Is there any part of that corset that's going to dig into your skin, especially if you have like a really structured one? Are you going to be popping out of it? Are you going to be constantly pulling it up to the, if you're wearing something strapless, you're going to be pulling it up regardless from time to time. But if you feel like it's excessive because the fit's not right, then that means you need to maybe go back to the drawing board. So just, I highly encourage you, if you're wearing something that you've never worn before, do a practice run in it. Sorry, I'm trying to read comments. Yeah, and also thrift stores. Yes, Jessica, that's a good idea. So I'm gonna save that for another vlog.